Hi folks, Champagne Friday again. Lovely to have you here in my living room and just meeting me it looks like an ordinary day. It's a rather ordinary tasting because it's not the Cuvée Prestige level or something like that. It's one thing I do quite often. Sitting here, tasting, most of the time blind, but not blind this time. I opened and saw what I was opening. Spitting as well in the crachoir, one of the most beautiful French words. Crachoir. Think about spittoon or spot kopp in Swedish. That's not as sexy as crachoir. Anyway, I will crush it into this, but before that I will of course analyze what I have in the glass. So, very typical Friday mood for me, tasting a little bit of blind and making a film for you. Boizel. Boizel, I heard an American guy mention quite recently. Please try a little bit more. It's Boizel. And Boizel is historically very, very important. For a long time, it's been more associated with a lower price, good bargains, etc. But they have a lovely Joyau de France, which is their Cuvée Prestige, and a very reliable non-vintage, which I'm going to taste here now, the 18 based, and it will be interesting. But the most interesting part for me with this Epinay-based house in the same localities as Devenouche today, or on the other side of the street recently, is the fact that they have the biggest collection of champagne from the 19th century of all producers. Competition with Moët Chandon, competition with the Belle Epoque Perrier-Jouet, who's got the oldest of all, but many of the vintages, 1834 is no longer existing, but I think 1850s and 60s and 70s is what they still have in the cellar. And they recently started to release collection, old bottles, 3 only so far, the 96, the 90 and the 85. All of them tremendously low priced and lovely style, very typical for the vintages. So try Boizel in Epinay. I will do that now. The regular non-vintage rosé, 18 based, 8% Pinot Noir added. Not so big. This is not really my cup of tea. It's a little bit too much artificial notes from the red wine, despite the fact that it's only 8%. It's a little bit too much of candy, raspberry candy and those kind of things. Not the dwarf banana that I'm searching for in grower champagnes, but also a little bit of foamy candy banana notes. Not the most serious of stuff. On the nose, on the palate. (40, 30, 30). Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, Chardonnay, always that order when I write in my books and when I present for you. It's always a blend of the three in almost equal parts. Much bigger fruit, much more seriosity in the taste. Even here, a little bit closed, a little bit like this. Waiting for something to happen. Aging, yes, probably it will open up, but again, not what I would recommend. The same base, Brut Reserve, approximately 40, 30, 30 as well. Much more personality, much more beautiful typicity, and some classic notes, many classic notes of freshly baked bread, a little bit of toasty bread as well. Nutty, nice, quite rich, almost vintage-like aromas on the nose. Great punch, big attack, not so long, but very lively, perhaps a little bit neutral when it comes to their aromatics, but a very decent non-vintage, recommended. The third one, 2014, always 50-50 since the early days and no exceptions, what they say anyway. 50% Pinot Noir, 50% Chardonnay, mostly Grand Cru and Premier Cru. Much more buttery notes, very clean, very smooth on the nose. I'm lacking a little bit of the direct toastiness that you got in the Brut Reserve, but on the other hand, it's so smooth. It's really old-style, classic blend of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. A mini Paul Rocher or something like that. Again, good champagne for the price. So, you think I'm ready now? Yes, with the spitting part, because I'm expecting some very important guests from the country abroad. So look at my table, and I'm not going to spit anymore. See you next Friday, guys.